Okay. Even though this is Grace the Doberman's channel, I promised a duck video. I got these Peking ducks for Grace's diet. Not for the meat, but for the eggs. I believe I have 4 females and 1 male. But we won't know that for a while. If we do have a male, I suspect from the right, he's the second one in. He has a different color beak than all the rest, and he tends to be a little meatier. These birds are 25 days old. So, I showed you yesterday on the previous video about Grace eating one of these ducks. Our house out here. And to you duck people, I watched a lot of duck videos about your duck houses. And being a pretty handy guy with a few tools, I decided that instead of buying a duck house, I'd build my own. So here's what we got. I used some recycled tin roof with a little patina for their roof. That should last longer than the ducks. Then I used exterior plywood, only 1/4 of an inch, and I put 3 coats of exterior paint on. I didn't worry about the frame inside because it's not going to get wet. And the big thing about this house, I made a little door, and I only made it so that the duck can go inside. No Dobermans. I've got a wood box. Which keeps their food. And a straw box. That I can keep a supply here. And here's the big thing about this box. You notice there's no place for a human being to get in here to clean. There is no back door, no side doors. This box, I'm going to go right here. Actually, I have to put the phone down for a minute, and I'm going to grab it here and here. Hang on a minute. Thank you. And I tilt the house forward. And that's the reason why I use 1/4 inch plywood, because I didn't want it to be very heavy. And my ducks said I was extremely smart. And this is why I did this. Because the floor is a floating floor. It is not attached to the house. I put 12 inch by 12 inch by 1.25 inch concrete blocks down. Their straw stays dry, and you can see the water there that gets a little wet, but their bedding remains dry because the water slips through the cracks before it gets to the straw when they make a mess. And then once a day, I scoop up the straw. I put it over into the burn pile. Sometime later this afternoon, I'll burn all the contents. And we'll just take those ashes when we get a big enough pile, and we'll just put those into the garden or under the trees and the shrubs. But this makes clean out 10 times easier. And if you already have a duck house that has a floor in it, we'll cut the sucker off and get yourself some 12 by 12 blocks, put them underneath, tilt your house forward, and you'll be in seventh heaven when it comes to cleaning. So this big guy here, he's a lot bigger than these four. And I'm going to say he's like nearly twice the size. And I have no idea, because they're not quacking yet, so I can't tell if he's a male or a female. With my luck, that's the female, and the four of the boys, the drakes, and I won't get any eggs. But hopefully those four smaller birds are girls, because they're all identical. So there you have it. That's the duck story. The biggest thing is that because my dog's on a prey diet, there's just no training her not to eat these ducks. So Grace is up in the house right now because she can't even get near this fence, because these ducks are so innocent. The other one stuck her neck through the fence and Grace grabbed her. So you can't stop that predator drive, and just can't do it. She eats doves, rabbits, squirrels, along with some store-bought protein and some other protein that's raised on farms up the street. So she's used to the finer things in life. So we're just going to have these guys here make eggs. If those four girls lay eggs, I'll probably get about 500 to 600 eggs a year, and that'll supplement her protein in her diet, and it will also supply a few neighbors' dogs with some eggs too. Well, that's it. We're all done with ducks. Never shall you see another duck on Grace's website again. Have a great day.